for a meet with Russian officials, including President Vladimir Putin.
I know that we have today, facing the complex situation in Ukraine, different interpretations about what's happening in Ukraine. But that does not limit the possibility to have a very serious dialogue on how best we can work to minimize the suffering of people. On the other hand, we are extremely interested in finding ways in order to create the conditions for effective dialogue, create the conditions for a ceasefire as soon as possible, create the conditions for a peaceful solution.
The official then elaborated on the purpose of his visit to Moscow, denouncing the idea of the war being a special military operation.
As Secretary General of the United Nations, I came to Moscow as a messenger of peace. My objective and my agenda is strictly linked to save lives and to reduce suffering. I had a very frank discussion with the Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, and it is clear that there are two different positions on what is happening in Ukraine. According to the Russian Federation, what is taking place is a special military operation with the objectives that were announced. According to the UN, in line with the resolutions passed by the General Assembly, Russia's invasion of Ukraine is a violation of its territorial integrity and against the Charter of the United Nations. But it is my deep conviction that the sooner we end this war, the better, for the people of Ukraine, for the people of the Russian Federation, and those far beyond.
The Director General further spoke about his concerns with regards to the rest of the world.
And this is not just about what is happening in Ukraine, as we are seeing shockwaves around the world. The dramatic acceleration of the increase of the prices for food and energy that was already taking place in the last year are causing enormous suffering to hundreds of millions of the most vulnerable people worldwide. And this comes on top of the shock of the continued COVID-19 pandemic and the uneven access to resources for recovery that particularly penalize developing countries around the world.
As a realization of the concerns put forward by the Director General, prices of energy resources as well as products related to the energy resources are seeing a steady rise in the recent days, with amenities such as petrol and cooking oil becoming expensive by the day. Agency report for Republic TV.